Okay, so it's another month, it's another season, which means I am supposed to pick another topic to focus on for my forced phase. If you guys could see the stuff, my YouTube account, I have several YouTube accounts, but this my particular booktubing one, the things that it's recommending me, you can see that my brain is literally all over the place right now. It appears that I have sort of accidentally chosen a topic that I'm not sure I actually really wanted to do, but I'm kind of excited about it anyway. And this is bullet journaling. I know I am so late to this party. I've been journaling since I was 12 years old. Let's start there. My dad gave me a notebook and said, hey, let's write down some stuff about our life. And I'm like, okay. And he filled up his notebook and I filled up my notebook. And then I went on and filled up 20 more after that. So I started when I was 12, actual real journaling where I told the stories of my life. I detailed everything that happened to me. Everything that happened to me. All through high school, all through college. Then when I started having kids, I tried to keep it up a little bit. I sort of floundered there a little while. Then I started blogging, and then I printed off my blogs as my journal. And so I have binders full of my printed blogs. And then I started hearing people talk about bullet journaling. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And it was something that I've sort of kind of did. I made it my own planner when I was, trying to keep track of lots of things back in the day with all the kids and stuff. And I have had this little 3-ring planner. I put a calendar in there and I would keep track of what I was going to make for dinner, and I would keep track of important things, and I would make lists. And I thought I was so cool for figuring out my own little planner. So whoever figured out how to do this thing called bullet journaling, and then that they become huge, it just blows my mind that could be a thing that you can say, hey, let's have a notebook and let's draw lines in it and put stickers in it, and now it's a thing. So when I first saw people doing it, I thought it looked really cool, but it kind of made me mad, number one. And number two, I felt like you had to be artistic. I felt like you had to be able to write nicely. And so I didn't do it. All these years, I didn't do it. Okay, but what I did do, besides try to do my journaling in my, with my blog and stuff like that. And I started trying to do lists, because for a while there was this thing going around where people would think of a list per day, a list a day, and you would just make fun lists, like lists, just whatever random things. And so I was going to do that, and that lasted maybe a month. I thought that would be a fun way to get little, record of my life or myself or whatever. So I didn't really last very long. And then I realized that I have a lot of actual just notebooks like this. Oh, let me grab. I just have a ton of Mead notebooks or whatever, lined notebooks. And this is where I keep track of my ideas. It's ideas for my books and stories. It's the notes I take when I go to conference. It's the things I want to make a video of. It's when I'm listing, I'm doing my new series 5 on Friday, and I'm making a list of all the categories that I want to do. I'm just filling up these little random notebooks, and I have probably 20 of those kicking around now. Just notebooks filled with thoughts and things and just all the randomness. So then, oh gosh, this is going to be a really long story. I went to FanX / our city's Comic-Con. It's full of celebrities, it's full of cosplay, it's full of artistic-y people. And I just went to this really kind of tiny little panel where a local author, artist dude talked about how he has a little sketchbook and he fills up his sketchbooks. And it's basically like a combination of a journal, an idea book, and a bullet journal, and a to-do list, and everything all in one. And he says instead of having all these different places, he has his one little sketchbook journal thing. And I'm like, you know what? I really want to do that. Why haven't I been doing this all these years? Why have I been telling myself I can't do it because I'm not artistic, because my handwriting is crazy, because I have all these other idea notebooks everywhere. And so why? So I couldn't stop thinking about it. So when I was at Hobby Lobby one day, I got a notebook. I got a cute little notebook. It's considered a bullet journal because it has the gridded lines. And so then I'm like, now what do I do with it? So then I started looking at videos, And now I'm getting tons of recommendations on my channel about how to do a bullet journal. And I'm like, did I really want to do a bullet journal, or did I want to just do my own thing? But I'm taking some of these ideas and doing them, and I'm telling myself it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to look like an artist did it. So I did an Oathbringer page. See, I bet you there's a cool way to do this, but I just listed the days and the chapters, and I'm going to mark it off as I do it. I did their little grid calendar, this little grid calendar thing where you just make calendars and you write down what you're going to do in that month. I'm just barely starting. So that's all to say that accidentally, I guess I'm going to be doing a forced phase on bullet journaling the next little while till I figure out what I want to do. I want some just random pages too, and some journaling pages, you know, and some list making. So I really truly want to just make it be whatever it wants to be. So it's not really going to be a true bullet journal, because those things are too intense for me, really and truly. They're cool. I love them, but I can't be that restrained in this artistic-y thing. I need to be messy, okay? That's one thing. I'm gonna learn how to do it. I'm gonna figure out my own method. And I'm so excited about this. Why does something like this make me excited? It's so weird. I'm the weirdest, I know. So anyway, that's going to be a forced phase. But at the same time, I think I mentioned at the end of this month and into November, I'm going on a trip of a lifetime, something that I've wanted to do for years, which is to go see the New England states. Boston, Salem, Concord, Lexington, somewhere in Maine, I don't know. Even maybe we're gonna be able to swing past Canada, Montreal, maybe see the Niagara Falls that I've never seen in my life. So that is another thing I'm going to be researching this month, and I've already been watching people's YouTube videos about it and learning about the area and making sure that I put on our list of things to do, anything that is like a must do, must see. If anybody is from that area and knows things that I need to add to my list, let me know. So I'm going to be focusing on bullet journaling and New England. Can I mesh those two together somehow? I don't think so. But seriously, my YouTube channel recommendations are all bullet journaling stuff, New England stuff, how to do YouTube stuff, books and reading, K-pop, and sourdough baking. Yes. So that was what we've just finished doing. I'm still trying to figure it out. Yesterday I was so proud of my sourdough. It looked great. But then when I went to make the bread looks not so great, and I burned the bread yesterday, and I tried 3 or 4 different kinds of recipes, and there's one that I seem to be more successful with, so I think I'm going to stick with that one, even though the other ones seem to be more real. I don't know. And anyway, it's been a month since I said I would try to learn how to do this. It's been a couple months since I brought home the sourdough from my daughter's house. It's still alive. I haven't killed it yet, at least, but I'm still so baffled by this whole process. It is the funniest, weirdest. I'm telling you, I have a struggle. Bullet journaling, sourdoughing, whatever. I have a struggle when there's like a specific way you're supposed to do something, and I'm just like, and I want to do it. Like, I just want to do whatever. And sometimes that doesn't always work. If you want to join me on any of these forced phase journeys, then come along for the ride and let me know what you're learning, or let me know what topic you're choosing for your own forced phase for the next month or 2. And let's do all the learning, reading and investigating and researching everything. It is so much fun. Until next time, happy reading, happy forced phasing. Bye.